stand by. You may be phoned. You'll be asked if you can identify this face. If you can, you will win a fabulous prize. All you have to do is watch. Watch these dots. D, O, T, T, O. Dotto, the exciting new quiz game, brought to you by Colgate Dental Cream. Fight tooth decay with Colgates while you stop bad breath all day. And here's your host for Dotto, Jack Narz.
Hi, everybody. Thank you very much. And on behalf of Colgate, may I welcome all of you to Dotto. Well, New York is all aflutter this morning. We have two very famous people visiting us. President Eisenhower is here, and Van Cliburn, the young Texan pianist who scored such a big hit over in Moscow, is also in town and repeated his triumph last night here in New York. And with two famous people in town, we're having a big parade this afternoon. It's going to be one of those great big ticker tape parades, you know. It's for Van Cliburn. And President Eisenhower, I guess, is coming in by subway. The funny, he just can't seem to shake piano players, this guy, does he? Yeah, this is the show, you know, that used to be on the air every day, Monday through Friday here on CBS. And what we do is we have a series of dots back here, which when they are connected form a picture, and those pictures turn into dollars for our studio contestants. Now, today we'll be making our first phone call to you at home to see if one of you can identify our home Dotto picture and maybe win that cavalcade of 3 fine cars. We'll find out in just a few moments. But right now, let's meet our first two guests. Ralph, please.
Well, Jack, getting us off on a solid note, returning for the second day, Colgate Dental Cream welcomes back our new champion from New York, Miss Marie Winn, and her challenger from Mountain Park, Oklahoma, Mrs. Yeffe Kimball.
And first of all, let's talk to our new champ, who yesterday won $440. I guess that makes you feel pretty good, doesn't it, Marie?
Oh, I guess it does.
Oh, good enough. What are you going to do with all that loot? Spend it all in one place? You're going to keep it?
Well, I haven't quite decided, but
How did you spend your evening? Tossing?
Oh, well, I really had a swell time, Jack. I first spent a little time with Latin, then with symbolic logic, then with music.
Marie, I hate to say this, but I don't think we're going to have any questions concerning those subjects on Dotto this morning. Maybe we're studying the wrong things. We'll find out in a moment. Let's talk to your challenger now. Yeffe Kimball from Mountain Park,
Mountain
Park, Oklahoma. You're part Osage Indian.
Right.
Uh-huh. And your husband is an atomic scientist. You are a specialist on Indian lore. May I ask you, first of all, what the name Yeffe, and that's spelled Y-E-F-F-E, what does that mean?
Wandering star.
I beg your pardon?
Wandering star.
Wandering star? Wandering, you mean like Sonny Tufts or somebody like that? One of those? No? Do you understand Indian, the dress, too, may I ask? Is this authentic?
Well, this is the Suzuki Indian dress that the Rio Grande Valley Indians copied from the Spaniards' shirts when they came out there in the early 16th century.
They were in those days?
The Spaniards, the men wore these shirts.
Oh, just the shirts,
and
then the women copied and made. Would you step out front? Maybe we could get a shot of it and have everybody take a look at that dress. Isn't that beautiful? It's very colorful, Yeffe. Real nice. How about Indian science? Do the Osage use sign language?
The Indians all use sign language.
Do you understand it? Can you use it?
Yes. Let's say I had to ride a horse all the way here to get to this program. And I
in New York City, boy, yeah. Yeah.
I would start out early in the morning, and I would get on my horse, and I would ride all day until sundown at night. Then I would lie down and go to sleep, and I'd get up on my horse, and I would ride all night long and come back to sunrise, and I would be here.
And that was just about covering going cross town here in New York about noon. Believe me, that's about as fast as you can make it in a cab. Well, Yeffe and Marie, excuse me, we'll start our first match in just a moment. Right now, a word to you folks. Do you know who was the first to put toothpaste in a tube? Colgate. That's right. And now, who is first with an aerosol toothpaste? Colgate. Watch.
You can't learn too early that one brushing with Colgate Dental Cream helps give the surest protection all day long. You fight tooth decay with Colgate's while you stop bad breath all day. Brushing for brushing, Colgate gives the surest protection ever offered by any toothpaste. Of all leading brands, only Colgate's contains Gardol. And here's how Gardol works. Now, just as I was protected by this invisible shield, Colgate's with Gardol forms an invisible protective shield around your teeth, fights tooth decay and bad breath all day. Yes, for most people, just one brushing stops mouth odor all day. Get Colgate Dental Cream. And have you tried America's first aerosol dentifrice? Colgate's with Gardol in the most convenient container ever. Just press the top and release the desired amount. Real fingertip ease. And whether at the push of a button or squeeze of a tube, remember to
fight tooth decay with Colgate while you stop bad breath all day.
And Yeffe and Marie, for each of you, we have some Colgate Dental Cream with Gardol and Power Pack Colgate. Okay, we're all set now to go with our first match. Good luck, ladies, and would you take your position back at the Dotto board, please? And now let's reveal the Dotto pictures, today worth $1,000. Now, as you know, you have identical pictures. However, you cannot see each other's. And remember, the sooner you identify the picture, the more money you'll make. We'll pay you $20 for each dot that remains unconnected. Yeffe, would you try your Dotto button, please? Okay, and Marie? Okay, fine. They both work, and we're ready to go. Yeffe, our first category, documents of history. Now, you have your choice of 5, 8, or 10 dots. Now, think carefully, because if you miss the question, the dots you asked for will be connected in your opponent's picture. Documents of history.
Well, I'd better play it safe and take 5.
5. Was the great religious reformer who tacked his 95 theses to the church door Martin Luther or John Wesley?
Martin Luther.
That is right. Yes, ma'am, and here are your 5 connected dots, Yeffe. Okay, 5 dots connected, 45 unconnected. Your picture is worth $900, Yeffe. Marie, documents of history is our category. 5, 8, or 10 for you.
Well, you know, I did take a history course. I think I'll try 10.
10. Name the man who wrote the famous 14 points.
Woodrow Wilson?
That is right. Yes, ma'am. Here are your 10 connected dots, Marie. Alrighty, 10 dots are connected in your picture, 40 unconnected. It's worth $800. And all of our questions are verified by the editorial board of the Encyclopedia Americana. See, Yeffe's squinting, working real hard over here. You recognize it yet? We'll go on then with American short stories is our next category, Yeffe. American short stories. 5, 8, or 10.
Maria has
10.
10. Well, I'll plunge and take 10.
10. Here we go. Surgeon, soldier, sailor, spy, dreamed Thurber's great creation. Though Walter's life was mighty dry, he had imagination. Name that story.
Let me ask, would you repeat it
Yes,
again?
you want to stand back just a
Oh,
moment,
I'm
we'll be
sorry.
able to hear you. Surgeon, soldier, sailor, spy, dreamed Thurber's great creation. Though Walter's life was mighty dry, he had imagination. Can you name that story? Oh, you don't know? It's one of my favorites, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Oh,
Yeffe, I'm sorry
Sorry.
you didn't answer that question, and because you failed to, the 10 dots you asked for will now be connected in Marie's picture. Marie, 10 dots for you. Okay, now you have 20 dots connected in your picture, Marie. You can go for your first clue on this question, the category American Short Stories.
I think maybe I know it.
Well, you can do whatever you want to. You can press your button for Dotto. We'll give you a chance to make the identification, or you can go one more question to go for the first clue, whatever you want to do.
I think all right, I'll go with more question. I'll take the 5.
The 5, okay, to give you the clue. All right. A horror story of greed and hate. Edgar Poe did spin it. A cellar of wine was the bait. The man was walled within it. Was that story The Cask of Amontillado or The Telltale Heart?
The Cask of Amontillado.
You are right. Here are your 5 connected dots. Here's your clue. All righty, there are 25 connected dots in your picture. Now, here, I'll hold it here. All righty. There is your first clue. You think you know who it is? All right, Marie, you have 25 unconnected dots in your picture. $500 is writing on your answer. Marie, you understand that if you're mistaken, you'll be eliminated from the game, okay? All right. Yeffe will not be able to see your answer. Just step right over there and write it out, please. She is right. Yes. You're absolutely right, Marie. Now, please stand by. Yeffe, she has identified her picture. And, oh, boy, let's see how you do now. You only have 5 dots connected in your picture. However, we will give you another 10 seconds to study that picture. I know that you've been squinting at it real hard now. Let's see if you can put those dots together and come up with the right answer and tie up our game. Good luck, Yeffe.
Gee, I don't think I can, but I'll take a guess.
All right, you're entitled to a guess.
It looks like Winston Churchill.
No, I'm sorry. That means that Marie Winn remains our Dotto champion. She correctly identifies Harry Fitzgerald. Harry Fitzgerald. We'll complete there. See the specks on the end of the nose. And, of course, the first clue was Abbey player. That, I'm sure, would have helped you a lot. Yeffe, thank you so much for playing Dotto for us. The makers of Colgate have for you a check for $25 off stage. Thanks again. Good luck. And how peace. Marie, you've won another $500. You now have a total of $940. You're still our champion. And in a very short time, we'll have a brand new challenger for you, so please stand by. And in just a moment, we'll connect 10 more dots to our home Dotto picture and make our first phone call. But right now, here's the story about the greatest wash day development of our time. I know you ladies want to wash your family's clothes in the very best detergent there is. And do you know that the men who make those clothes recommend this? New Fab with Duratex, because New Fab washes clothes cleaner, whiter, brighter, and more lastingly odor-free than any other wash day product in the world. That's right. The makers of almost 1 billion fabric products a year have tested and approved New Fab. Now, for instance, from the makers of Pacific Contour Sheets comes this report on New Fab from Research Director C.B. Morris.
Our scientists rated Fab A1 on every test. But when it came to odor protection, we checked their findings with this panel of housewives. The ladies who actually use our sheets in their own homes. Different well-known wash day products were used to launder these sheets. Then a swatch from each sheet was sealed in a glass jar and aged artificially to equal 3 weeks actual use. After the aging, our panel judged each of the different wash day products as to how well it kept the sheets fresh and odorless. It was unanimous. The Fab wash sheet scored highest right across the board. Our technicians and our panel voted for Fab. As a result, Fab gets our wholehearted recommendation. It's tops. That's why every Pacific Contour sheet has this advice printed right here. Wash in New Fab with Duratex.
Thank you, Mr. Morris. And your favorite store has New Fab with Duratex now. Yes, any Fab you buy now contains Miracle Duratex. So get a box for your family's wash today. New Fab with Duratex. Incidentally, the folks who make Fortuna Foundation garments and Weldon pajamas are 2 more manufacturers who recommend New Fab with Duratex. And now I recommend we all take a look at the home Dotto picture as Mr. Ralph Paul connects 10 more dots.
Thank you, Jack. That phone call in a moment, but first the 10 dots. Each day, 10 dots are connected in our home Dotto picture. Now, the first person we call at home who can identify this face will receive a fabulous prize. And now here are the 10 dots for today.
Okay, there are the 10 dots for today. Now it's time for our first phone call. And Ralph, whose card was drawn today?
Well, Jack, we receive cards from all over these United States. And today, our call goes all the way to New York, to Brooklyn.
Hey, Brooklyn!
Dotto is seen over WCBS TV. And Jack, you'll be talking to Mrs. Georgia B. Phillips.
Thank you very much, Ralph. Hello there, Mrs. Phillips.
Hello, Mr. Narz.
Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can. I'm looking right at you.
Well, good. And good luck to you, Mrs. Phillips. In just a moment, I'll be asking you the big question. Ask you to identify this home Dotto picture. And if you can, listen to what we will send to you.
First, for the woman of the family, a magnificent 1958 Edsel Bermuda. The newest idea in station wagons, the Bermuda has room to spare for every family need. Almost 9 feet of load space with the tailgate down. It has Edsel's famous Tele-Touch drive that puts the shift buttons in the middle of the steering wheel, where they belong. And you'll have Edsel's big, safe, self-adjusting brakes that adjust themselves automatically in the course of day-to-day driving. And your new Edsel Bermuda is packed with the power that station wagons need. A big 303 horsepower engine. Then, for the man of the family, a luxurious 1958 Edsel Citation convertible. It has all the same outstanding features and a mighty 345 horsepower engine, matched interior fibers, and new comfort-shaped seats. A car for him, a car for her. The car of a lifetime. Then, for the youngster of the family, from Polk's Idaho Department Store, Boise, a real electric model sports car that drives up to 5 miles per hour. Yes, another fabulous home Dotto prize. A cavalcade of cars from Colgate Palmolive.
Okay, Mrs. Phillips, a wonderful prize is yours if you can answer this question, and here it comes. Mrs. Georgia B. Phillips in Brooklyn, New York, can you tell me who this is?
Oh, you know, I
Yes,
missed
I do,
two
but
of
I'm
your
not...
clues.
I beg your pardon?
I missed 2 of the clues,
Oh.
and if you had called me last week, I would have won that beautiful kitchen.
Yeah. But this is this week, Mrs. Phillips, and there's another picture. Do you have any idea of who it is?
I'm going to take the wildest stab in the world. I don't know. Was he a writer?
I beg your pardon?
Was he a writer?
I'm sorry, I can't answer that.
Tell me?
I can't tell you anything.
Well, I'm going to take a wild guess and say Shakespeare.
Well, I'm going to make a wild answer and say, no, Mrs. Phillips, it is not Shakespeare. Sorry. However, because your card was drawn, Mrs. Phillips, we're going to send along to you a full year's supply of all the Colgate products seen here on Dotto, okay?
All right.
Thanks very much for entering our contest. Bye-bye.
You call me again sometime.
Oh, well, let's hope so. Okay, Mrs. Phillips. Okay, when you know the answer. All right, you let us know when you know the answer.
All right.
Okay, Miss Phillips. Thank you and goodbye. Bye-bye. Well, that means tomorrow we'll make another telephone call. Later today, another word clue to help you identify this picture. Now, she proved how important, Miss Phillips proved how important the clues are, so write them down, won't you? And if you'd like to enter the home Dotto game, here's all you have to do.
Just send us a postcard. You may send as many postcards as you like. Write your name, address, and phone number on the back, and send to Dotto, Box 503, New York 46, New York.
And stand by for today's word clue. We'll have it for you just a little later. Incidentally, Peter Lawford, Phyllis Kirk, and Asta have an exciting adventure in store for you this Friday on The Thin Man. Be sure and watch, won't you? And now we continue with Dotto, brought to you by Florian Air Deodorant. Kills bad room odors fast.
Hi, I'm Bess Meyerson, and I want to show you what to me is the fastest, surest, easiest way to kill bad household odors. It's wonderful Colgate's Florian, the new instant action aerosol air deodorant that quickly kills strongest cooking odors, like fish and cauliflower, or the smell of stale tobacco smoke. With Florian, here's all you do. Just one quick spray kills bad odors fast. Makes air smell flower fresh. Florian is grand for every room in the house. Kitchen, living room, sick room, even baby's room. And be sure to keep an extra Florian in your medicine cabinet. And now Florian comes in 4 fragrances. The popular floral, new tangy spice, refreshing mint, and zesty pine. No other air deodorant, only Florian, gives you this choice. Get 2 or more. You'll love all 4. No wick, no weight, no waste.
Thank you, Bess. Marie, ready to go onward and upward?
Sure thing, Jack.
Let's try, shall we? Ralph, would you introduce our next player, please?
Jack Narz, Florian Air Deodorant, welcomes Mr. Michael Hayton of Old Greenwich, Connecticut.
Hi, Mike. How are you? Welcome to the show. Well, let's see, Mike, let's find out about you. You're a single fella, huh?
Yes, sir, and hope to remain so.
Oh, well, that kills the next remark I was going to make to you, Marie. And you have two ambitions, to live long and make lots of money. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Well, we'll find out in just a few minutes if you can make lots of money. You're a pilot by trade. Is that true, Mike?
Right, with Pan American.
With Pan Am, where do you fly? Between here and where?
Well, we go as far as Tehran. Pilots in the Atlantic Division of Pan American and Baghdad.
On the Atlantic Division?
In the Atlantic Division. There's 3 divisions of Pan American.
Well, let's see how you do on this division of CBS, which is Studio 62 on 47th Street. May I present each of you with some Florian Air deodorant, which comes in 4 fragrances: spice, mint, pine, and floral. There you are. And good luck to both of you. And now, would you step back, please, to the Dotto boards. We'll get going. And let's reveal the new Dotto pictures, worth $1,000. These are identical pictures, however, you cannot see each other's. And, Mike, the sooner you identify the picture, the more money you'll make. You want to try the Dotto button there on the desk in front of you? Okay, fine. Now, the first category, songs about bands. Now, you have a choice of a 5, an 8, or a 10-dot question. If you fail to answer, the dot you ask for will be connected in your opponent's picture. Did you want to ask a question, Mike?
Yeah, there's nothing up there yet.
That's right. That's why we ask you, see, that's why we ask you the questions, and then if you answer the questions correctly, then we'll put something up there. But if you don't answer the questions, we're going to put nothing up there. And, Mike, our first category is songs about bands. See, that's part of the songs about bands.
I'll take 8 points.
8. In this band song, there's a flute player named Hennessy Tennessee, and the music is something grand. Can you name that band?
That's McNamara's.
That's right. Now we'll put something up there. 8 connect the dot. Now, 8. Pretty confusing, huh? 8 dots are connected, 42 are unconnected. Mike, the picture's worth $840. Marie, the category, songs about bands.
Mike took 8, didn't he?
He did.
Well, I'm going to try 10.
All righty. According to this song, this is the bestest band what am, honey lamb. Name that band.
Alexander Ragtime.
Sure it is. And here are 10 connected dots for you, Marie. Okay, 10 dots are connected in your picture, 40 unconnected. It's worth $800. And, Mike, our next category, Russia, now and yesterday. 5, 8, or 10.
10 points.
Name the Russian cultist murdered in 1916 who was known as the Mad Monk.
Rasputin?
That's right, and here are 10 more dots for you, Mike. I'm as confused as you are, believe me. Okay, I think we have 18 dots connected, 32 unconnected. The picture is worth $640. Marie, Russia, now and yesterday. He has 18. You think you know who it is, Mike?
Give it a try.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to give you a good, fair chance at it, and also you, Marie. We're going to give you another 60 seconds to study that picture and study it hard. I'm as confused as anybody here in the studio right now. In the meantime, we'll be back to get your answer in just a moment, Mike. Right now, I think it looks like my old buddy Ralph Paul has a little something going for him over there on his Dotto board. Looks like maybe it's a kind of a problem. What's going on over there, Ralph?
Well, Jack, it is a problem. The problem of dishwashing and what it can do to your pretty hands. Now, no wonder this young lady looks like this when she sees her rough red hands. Ah, but you changed to new velvety Vel. Ah, what a difference. You see, Vel is specially made for dishwashing. Now, unlike laundry detergents, Vel contains no irritating alkali or harsh chemicals. You get sparkling dishes, glasses, pots, and pans, but no detergent burn to hands. You can prove it yourself. You just wet your hands and you pour a laundry detergent in one palm and new Vel in the other. Now, you can feel the heat generated by the laundry detergent, but you feel no heat. with Bell. So for sparkling dishes, glasses, pots, and pans, but no detergent burn to hands, change to Bell today. And change from that unhappy picture to this. Yes, you blessed new velvety Bell.
Ah, thank you, Sparkles. And boy, this is one time when both contestants really used that 60 seconds you gave them, Ralph. They've both been peering and squinting and taking all different views on this thing. Okay, Mike, you have 32 unconnected dots in your picture, and that means that $640 is riding on this answer. Now, if you are mistaken, we will have to eliminate you from the game. Okay? Marie will not be able to see your answer. If you will step right over there to the dotograph and write it out, please. Right, yes, that's her there. Well, I was as much in the dark as anybody. I had to get this, wait a minute, I beg your pardon? Then what do we do now? We'll make a ruling about it. He's right, actually, in the identification. He didn't put it has a partial answer down. You'll make a ruling later. In the meantime, we'll go over to Marie. All right, Marie? He has identified his picture. He's on the right track. He has made almost a complete identification. We'll have to make a ruling on his answer a little later. But in the meantime, we're going to give you an opportunity to stay in our game by coming up with your identification if you can. Now, you've had 60 seconds to look at them. You want another 10 to study it?
Yeah.
All righty. Good luck then, Marie.
Well, I'd say, looks to me by that thing down there that it's something like a duck.
Well, good.
So is it Donald Duck? Or any of his little ducks?
Well, now, I can accept one answer from you, Marie. Could you give me just one?
What, I don't know, Donald Duck's little nephews?
Well, you are right. Now, that's right. It is Donald Duck's nephews. And I think it will. I know we have a tie game now, so that solves our problem. Here was the deal. Marie, you're absolutely right. Actually, I think Mike chose the hard way to write his answer. If he had written Donald Duck's nephews, we would have accepted that answer. But you wanted to give us the names. And I believe it's Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Is that right? Louie is the third one? Okay, but in the meantime, I think he was right in identifying the nephews, and I know Marie was. So we have a tie game. We'll have them both back here tomorrow, okay? We'll play double Dotto then. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Marie. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow they'll be playing for $40 for each unconnected dot, and the next pictures you folks see will be worth $2,000. Right now, we want you folks at home to see our word clue on the home Dotto picture. So here it is, and write it down. Friend of royalty.
Get your cards in as soon as possible. Our address for the home Dotto game, Dotto, Box 503, New York 46, New York.
That's about it for today. Tomorrow we'll add 10 more dots in the home Dotto picture and make another phone call. We'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody. See you tomorrow.